Greeting of the day, my dear 6th class students. I hope you all are doing good. And I'm Naveen, students, your moral science teacher. My dear ones, in this video, we are going to talk about the ninth chapter of your book, which is responsibility. Right? Dear students, in this video, first we'll discuss the moral value and then we'll go through the story. All right? First, I'll let you know about my feelings. Responsibility is to behave in a reliable manner, right? And a responsible person is respected by everyone. Everyone knows that if you are responsible, then everyone will give you respect and treat you in the same way, right? People trust us if we are responsible. It's very important, students. If you are punctual, responsible towards your duties, towards your relations, so everybody will deal you, or everybody will treat you specially, right? We become self-confident when we act responsibly. So it's very important, again, if we become self-confident, if we have trust or confidence um, about ourselves, so we act with responsibility. All right, so that's all about the feelings. And the next ones, value jewels, these are very important one. Okay, we should understand that responsibility comes with a lot of expectations, and accepting responsibility involves taking risks and being accountable. Accepting mistakes is a sign of being responsible. So, dear ones, it's very important to admit your mistakes, because unless you don't admit your mistakes, you're not going to correct them, right? So it's very important, if you are wrong, or if you committed some mistakes, so you have to admit them, because by doing that you are actually being responsible, and you are actually thinking about your responsibilities. So there is nothing wrong with it. If you are at some place, if you have done some mistake, so it's very important to admit it and correct it. All right, so let's move on, students, and move on to the story parts. The title of the story is The Bruised Hands, right? And let's go through the story. A young, academically excellent young man went to apply for a managerial position in a big company. He passed the first interview. The director called him for a final interview. The director discovered from that CV that the young man's academic achievements were excellent all the way, from the secondary school until the postgraduate research. Never had a year gone when he did not score well, right? So the story starts with a young man, and he was trying to get a job, and he was giving his interview, right? So his academic performance was excellent, and he did great in his academics and his post graduation degree. So he was excellent in all the way, right? So he was giving his interview and he was almost selected. So when he was giving the interview, what happened? The director asked him a few questions, and he answered those questions very nicely, right? So he asked about his scholarship or other things. Then the director asked him about his family, right? And he asked he asked him one question, right? The question was related to his mother, because the man who was giving interview was because all the successful in academics because his mother, right? And his mother has done really hard work for him, and all the way, so what happened after that? The director asked, what is your father who paid your for your school fees? The young man answered, my father passed away when I was 1 year old. It was my mother who paid my school fees. So he told him that his father was no longer with him, and he died when he was only 1 year old. His mother did all the way, all the hard work, and paid his fees, right? The director asked, what does your mother do? The young man answered, my mother works as a clothes cleaner. So that's what his reply, that's what his answer. Now the director came to know that his mother was a really hardworking woman, and now he asked him one more question, whether he helped his mother or not. The young man answered, "Never. My mother always wanted me to study and read more books. Furthermore, my mother can wash clothes faster than me." And he mentioned one thing there when the director asked him about helping his mother. So he said, "I did not do that because my mother wanted me to work hard on my study, एंड वैसे भी जो मेरी मदर हैं वो मतलब शी वर्क्स faster than me. She washes clothes faster than me." That's what his reply. That's what his answer. The director said, "I have a request. When you go back today, and clean your mother's hands and then see me tomorrow's morning." So the director finally asked him and told him one thing, that you need to go home and check out the situation of your mother hands, and I want you to the director told him, the director wanted him to do clean his mother hands, right? So the young man went home, and when he first time realized that his mother hands was really bruised, and it was in bad condition, and when he checked out that, he was really sad. Now he realized that all the hard work came through these hands. My mother never never did wrong to me, and she always helped me in any way, any possible way you know the young man cleaned his mother hands slowly. It was the first time he noticed his mother hands were so wrinkled, and his mother hands were so wrinkled because she did all the hard work for him, right? And there were so many brushes in her hands. So some brushes were so painful that his mother shivered when they were cleaned with water. His tears fell as he did that. So when the young man was cleaning his mother hands, he noticed that um, you know the bruises, and it was so painful because when he was cleaning that, he realized that his mother started his tears her tears were falling down, and he noticed that it was so painful for her, right? So this was the first time the young man realized that it was the pair of hands that washed the clothes every day to enable him to pay the school fee. The brushes in the mother's hands were the price that the mother had to pay for his graduation. Now the young man realized everything, right? He was unaware about that, but when he did that, cleaning and all, his mother hands, he realized everything, every single pain that his mother faced for all those years, right? So now he understood, and he went back again, and the next day he went back to the office, and when he was giving his final interview, he told everything to the director. He told him that, now I realized how difficult it was for my mother, and if I will get that job, so I will be very responsible, I will do justify with my job, just like my mother did, right? And that's what his thoughts now. His thoughts and his approach was completely changed, and is all because of that incident, right, students? So that's all about the story, students. I want you to go through the story at the end, and then you will have much more ideas about the story. So at last he got the job, and the director was so happy with his with his determination, because he was the man who really understood the pain of his mother, and now he wanted to serve back, and he wanted to give pay back to her mother, right, for her hard work that she has been doing for all these years for him. So now it was his turn to repay the debt of his mother. So that's what happened in the story, student. So it's very important. At last, I would say that we should be responsible towards our family. We should be responsible towards our work, and our relations. So everything, related to our common life. So that's all in the story, students. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great day. I would also like to say that don't forget to watch and subscribe the channel and share also. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, students.